Literally, it's no pressure. I'm your host, Bangem Bugg, and we got a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? My name is Kylie G from the east side of Detroit. Ready to get this popping. It's no pressure.
Okay. Yeah, you better looking in person from your IG.
I mean, that's a compliment, but Dad, what you trying to say about the IG?
No, I'm just saying some women look better in person. That ain't
okay.
Saying that against you.
I'll mess with that. Good.
Okay, so I guess as far as like you say you from Detroit, like how was it growing up in the D?
It was fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very different from other people's upbringing. You know what I'm saying? People would, oh, I got piano recital. Meanwhile, I'm at my cousin's house and they teach me how to spray paint on abandoned houses and hot fences and some other things that I probably shouldn't say out loud, but it was real fun. We had some hard times growing up in like a low income neighborhood, but my parents never made it obvious. They made sure I was straight, made sure we were safe, made sure me and my siblings were taken care of, so I had fun.
So they still together now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. So that means you gotta find somebody who parents married, which is damn near impossible.
That's hard.
Yeah. So like, are you real close with your dad or more with your mom?
Both of them. Like, and then it's better now because I'm grown. So I be like, as soon as some drama pop off, I'm gonna call my parents, tell them what they did. You know what I'm saying? Any issues, I call them. Just a few days ago, a guy I went to go get my car looked at tried to charge me about $300. So I text my dad. I sent him a picture of the receipt. I'm like, not the receipt, but what he like fix on the car. My dad was like, don't do that. All he doing is an oil change. So I'm like, what? He was like, all this that he charging you for is just to inspect the vehicle. Nothing will get fixed. So I'm like, this is why I love my dad, man. Because if he wasn't there, I'd have messed around and paid $300 for a little week oil change, and my car would have still been acting crazy. So
that's a scam.
Man, almost got me. And my mom was like, yeah, listen to your dad, send it to him, let him know what's going on, and it's rocking like that.
Okay, since you grew up in Detroit, like, do you have like, you know how it's weird shit, like, you got any crackheads in your family or drug addicts?
I ain't gonna put them on blast now, but it ain't a cookout unless Uncle such and such get in there and, you know what I'm saying, start acting crazy. I ain't gonna say no names, but yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So he wasn't like destroying the family or nothing. He was just kind of like doing his own little thing.
Yeah, just in his own little world, high, having fun, vibing out. Just don't pay him no mind. Yeah. He'll go away soon.
So what would you say the most traumatic experience you had as a child?
I was gonna get this one. Shoot. Let's see, most traumatic. Ooh, let me think on that one. Can I get like 5 seconds?
Yeah, go ahead, take your time.
Let's see, I got a couple. Shoot. Traumatic as far as something I went through, something the family went through. Like,
give me both then.
Oh God. Okay. So one story, we had just moved out of our old house on East Davidson, and we were going to my grandma's house just to go visit her, but my parents were like, let's stop by the old crib and see what's going on, what the house is looking like, because we still had some stuff in there. We still had some stuff in the house, and we didn't fully move out yet, so we stopped by to go see it. We pull up, and a guy is literally breaking into the house. Like, we pulled up on him trying to get in the house, so he ran off. We go in the house, the pipes are stolen. The toilet was gone. I didn't even know you could take a toilet out of the house. All my little toys and stuff. We still had like stuff in the basement that we still needed to move out. So all that was gone. The roof was caving in. Apparently people were squatting, like they were living in there. And it's crazy because across the street from where I stayed at was a little jail. So we called the police. Police never came. House was broken into. Everything was gone. It was like, dang. It's really real out here. And then another personal traumatic experience. I would say, 'cause I graduated from college. I would say college was traumatizing. Once I figured out, you got to pay tuition every 4 years. That's when I was hurt. I'm like, wait, what? How am I about to afford this? How am I about to get through with this? And
You finished?
Yeah, I finished.
So what's your degree in?
It's in broadcast and cinematic arts.
Okay. So what exactly is that for? Like to
I like it because it's for almost everything, like film, media, post-production, production, pre-production, radio. Like, I just got a chance to get my hands at everything, which has really helped me with my music career because it gave me more of a guidance to know, like, oh, this is supposed to be like that. Oh, when you go to a recording session, you go to the studio, it's supposed to be like this. The mic's supposed to be like this. So just a little bit of everything.
Okay. What's a hurt that you feel like that taught you the most?
Say it one more time.
Something that hurt you that you feel like taught you the most.
Ooh, I would say back in school being made fun of. It made me just. I ain't saying I'm just strongest out here. Ain't nothing you can never hurt my feelings, but just getting picked on, it does give you in this industry a thicker skin, because it's just like it's nothing you could tell me or say about me that hasn't been said before, and if they ain't hating, you ain't popping. So just in school, like I said, growing up in a little not the best neighborhood, going to a school that's not the best, you're gonna get made fun of, and you either sink or swim. So I swear.
So what did they make fun of you?
Everything, man. My lips, I had the Jay-Z lips. I'm dark skinned, so you got the African booty scratcher. The teacher turned off the light. Where'd Holly go? So I got all of that. The way I walked, the way my voice was, because I was never girly. Like, girls would come in there with skirts, because we had uniform. They'd come in there with skirts on and little makeup and little edges and whatnot. My parents wasn't going for that. So I'm in here, baggy pants on, hair braided up, I had my little Vaseline on my lips, but that was it. So they were like, oh, you boy, oh, you too tomboyish, your clothes too big, but it made me who I am.
So, matter of fact, okay, so what type of guy do you usually go for? I see this like usually darker skinned women, they go for the lighter skinned guys.
See, with that, it ain't even, well, for me personally, I noticed that darker skinned guys don't go for darker skinned women. They prefer the lighter skinned women. As far as me, I don't have like a preference. Like, oh, we gotta look like this, and this. The type of guys I go for, I like the ones that are established and that have a go-getter mindset, because I do. I don't want somebody that I have to take care of because I don't have kids. So if I'm grown and you grown and I'm taking care of you, that's the equivalent of having a child. I don't want a child. So I just like to go for guys that are goal-oriented, respectful, got they stuff together, and is very emotionally in touch with themselves, because a lot of dudes be just.
What you mean by that?
Whew, I met a few crazies. It's just guys that are just like, oh, I'm hard. I don't have no soft spot. Oh, I don't do romantic stuff because I'm a dude. That gotta go. Like, who wants to be with somebody that's just stiff all the time? That's not, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm going through something, you can't even help me because you are unable to emotionally put yourself in my shoes or help out or just at least see where I'm coming from. So that emotionally unintelligent, you're not in touch with yourself, it's a no-go for me.
I don't know if a guy can put himself in your shoes.
Not literally, but if I'm going through something, you're like, you'll be alright, suck it up. I know I'm gonna be alright, but at least the least you could do is, help me through the issue, try to see what the root of, because I would do the same for you. So if you can't do that, and it's just, you just being soft, I got enough of that in life. My family is a very strong family, so I don't need another person telling me, you got this, shut up, go through with it. I just need somebody to feel where I'm coming from and be my support. Basically.
Okay, so if you dealing with a guy, and let's just say somebody in your family passed, like, how should he handle you, like, as far as like consoling you? Like, what's the right way to deal with you?
Well, me personally, because I've dealt with losses, but I put that wall up, and it's not the best thing to do, but it's what keeps you sane. So I feel like with me just being supportive, like just being like, are you good? You know, do you want to talk about anything? Do you need space? Because I know when some people are sad, they just want to be left alone. Just asking me what's going on and what can you do to help? Because you're not gonna know if I don't say nothing. So just trying to see what you can do, say anything to lighten the load. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What's something you want to make right that you never got a chance to?
Make right. Everything that I've done, I've been
perfect, huh?
not perfect, but it's just all the mistakes, all the mess ups, all the shoulda, coulda, woulda is just leading me on the path to where I'm going. So who's to say without that happening, without that mess up, that I would be even here right now? You know what I'm saying? Something that I do appreciate for myself working on now is just going for what I want, and that's being a musician. Because me last year, me 2 years ago, doing something like this, I would have never imagined it. I would have never even fathomed or even tried to see if I could do something like this. So that would be my answer.
Okay, so so you think you can get serious with a guy now, right? Like as your career, like how it's going?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if that would be the best for me or him, because I'm trying to work on me, and if he's trying to work on him, how are we gonna be together if we still need to work on each other first? You know, am I gonna be able to give my all if I got this going on? I got an event here, I got a meet here, I'm in the studio, and the engineer's a guy, and then you blow on my phone like, oh, you've been in there for a long. You know, it's just like, is that the best thing for me to put myself or somebody else through? I don't know. So I'm still trying to figure that out.
Okay, so how long so this lifestyle you doing, this supposed to last, right, for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So basically a guy would kind of be like your backup plan if your career don't go like it's supposed
Not
to.
a backup plan, you know, just if it happens, it happens, and if we both know this is what we want, then you're gonna have to figure it out. But as for now, me actively pursuing someone in with the mindset of, hey, we finna, you know, we locked in for the long run, I'm really not on that right now. But if I do, and we gotta compromise, then we gotta compromise.
Okay, so what age should you start taking that serious to where you want somebody?
I say, I give myself, because I'm 23, I give myself to like 26, 27-ish, where it's like, all right.
So you think that person's just gonna pop up?
Nope. No, I know he's not. I know he's not. But he might. Shoot, I probably could have met him when I was 7. You know, it's all about the timing. But I feel like that's the age where it's like, all right, dude. And even for a guy, like if he's around that age,
guys usually, I mean, from what I see, like when they get like in their mid-30s, they be like, oh, I could chill with her.
And that'd be the thing. Guys my age is just all over the place. Lord Jesus. So I'm just like, ugh, for y'all. And then, you know, girls think, oh, if I mess with an older dude and have it together, he'll be ready to. And it's just, age don't matter. It's just dependent on the person and their mindset and what they want to do. But for me, I see myself like closer to the 30s, saying, all right, where you at?
Okay. So do you want kids?
Yeah, I want kids. Not right now, but I want kids.
About in your 30s or something?
Yeah, like early 30s. After I've lived my life and I'm like, alright, cool, I can give my all to a little mini me then, yeah, but let me accomplish what I want to do first.
So would you prefer a husband or like your career being successful?
At this age of 23, the career most definitely. At first,
I'm saying forever.
Forever?
Yeah,
oh god. I don't want to speak nothing up and then doom myself. So you basically saying successful or a husband?
Yeah.
Why I gotta be an or? Why can't?
Because you know, like me, I meet successful women, like they be in their 50s, they got a $300,000 house, is paid off. They straight, but they be lonely than a motherfucker.
I know, I've heard it. Ooh. I don't know, man. I don't even think I want to choose. I want both.
Well, we know what your answer is. If it's taking you that long, we know what's up.
Yeah, but you know, we could interview a year from now, and I'll go, man, screw the success. I need a man right now. So, but for now, I'm focusing on me and my career.
Okay, what would you say the most disloyal thing you did or was done to you in a relationship?
I feel like I got cheated on. I still don't know to this day whether I did or not, but I think I did.
What was the sign?
It was, I just knew. Like, this was back when I was young. I was like, well, I'm young now, but I was like 17, 18, and me and homeboy was rocking steady, and it was just one day, like, I didn't hear from him all day. And I just knew something in me was like, yeah, it's over. So I text my best friend. I'm like, bro, I think it's done for me and boy. She like, no, you gotta stay optimistic. Maybe he's just busy. Don't just jump to conclusions. I'm like, all right, I'll take your word for it. Next day, I get a text, we need to talk. I'm like, oh God, it's over. It's over. And he called and it was over. And then literally, we were supposed to go to prom together. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm also not going to prom with you either. Which I knew that was coming up. I wouldn't even want to go to prom with you now. And he ended up going to his ex-girlfriend before me, prom with her. And I guess hanging out with her or whatever. And then some years, this was last year, we actually reconnected. And I was like, what was going on with that? And he was like, I don't know what I was on. I don't know why I broke up. You know how dudes be. I don't know why I broke up with you. I was stupid. But you know, you want to fly out here? I'm like, no. So he never said that he was cheating, but it's just like, you won't just wake up one day like, hey, I don't want you no more, I'm gonna go back to my ex. It had to be something that was going on. So I feel like that was disloyal. You should just say what it was and let it be that.
Okay, another time somebody left you and they didn't say why.
Like a time where I got ghosted. It hasn't happened in a relationship, but it was this one guy I was talking to a while back, and we was hanging, man. I was like, you cool, I can really tolerate you. And just one day, boop, never heard from him again. I was like, all right. Because I be ghosting people too, so it's like, hey, it happens to the best of us.
Okay, since you don't really see yourself being serious with a guy, so would you be cool with being with a successful guy and he was just like his side chick, since you don't really want nothing serious?
Not the side chick. Why we gotta be the side? That's really that's a situationship right there. That ain't, I wouldn't say it's no side chick situation, but I mean,
it seems like you a fit if you don't really want nothing serious. He taking care of your bills and all that, and you know
that he
ain't trying to be serious. So
yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So why not?
I'm with it. Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
You on you. I'm on me. It's just eventually down the line, somebody gonna be like, all right, what we doing? Or all right, I don't want to do this no more. And just when that day comes, you gotta be ready for it.
Hey, I got a something like kinfolk. He, matter of fact, ever since I probably was like a kid, he been with his side chick. And then usually when their wife died, they'll move in with the side chick. So it'll be like,
what?
Some women they'll do it as long as you know what I'm saying.
Nah, I want to say, because that's where it get murky with the situationship, because it's like, we doing some we together type stuff, but we not together. But I don't want you doing this type of stuff with somebody else. But then again, I'm not yours, you not mine, so whatever. I can't really say nothing, but still I don't, you know. And it's just,
he might be like a player nigga. He be like, as long as you don't let nobody hit you raw or something.
Yeah,
be good.
That's where it get kind of iffy at. Then you gotta. I feel like that whole, we got a bond that don't need no title, needs to be explained. It's gonna get messy soon, and somebody's feelings gonna get hurt. But as long as you communicate and lay down, hey, look, this is what we doing, this is what we not doing, this is what we sticking to. It shouldn't be no room for error.
You hear that a lot?
What?
Like no title, like it's just.
Of course, this generation that I'm in, they don't want we.
I'm saying, do you think, because a lot of women go after dudes who don't want them, and then it's like the woman that you show less attention to, that's the one that wants you for some reason. Like, you don't think you just going after the wrong guys on?
I don't think I'm going after any guy.
Okay.
Nobody personally, but I see that a lot. Like I've seen that happen. But you gotta be in tune with your inner self. You gotta be be honest with yourself. Be honest with everybody. So, like, I mean, the truth hurts, but just be real with what you're doing and be ready for whatever may happen if it does happen when it comes to stuff like that.
Okay, a person you need to forget, but they gave you so much to remember.
What about him?
Like, give me that person. Like, give me that
No free
situation.
clout. I ain't getting no free clout. I need to forget him, like you said.
You gotta say his name, but
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say I have no
talk
free
about
clout for that man, but we, we ain't even gonna bring it on him. Let's talk about an ex best friend. I had an ex best friend, and we was hanging out. Now it's my girl, and we was cool, and then she turned out to be a snake. And it's just like, dang, sis, I was messing with you.
what she do?
Some weird shit, man. Once again, back in high school, so this was a long time ago. But I think it was just jealousy, and she ain't know what to do with it or how to deal with it, so she just started to try to get everybody to be against me. Because she knew if she was the one to say, oh, I don't like Holly, I'm cool with a lot of people, so it was going to look bad. Because, like, how you not cool with her? She don't do nothing to nobody. And she just started gathering folks up and trying to round up a whole bunch of other people. And, yeah, let's start a I Hate Holly group. And that was that.
Okay, so have you been in like a Me Too situation since you've been acting and doing music?
Not a Me Too situation as far as like assault, like sexual
No,
assault.
like if you give me some, I could get you this, or I can get you that. Or
I haven't, but I've been close. I've been in studio sessions where the engineer is not, the quality of the music just ain't the best, and then he turned around, yeah, I was looking at you, fine, I want to take you out, and this, and that. And it's just like, I'm not on that. I'm not on no, I'm about to pay you for sex, for none of that. We could lay that, just throw that away. I'm just strictly business, strictly music, strictly networking, connecting, because it's just messy. I don't want to get on like that by sleeping around or having to do what I got to do to get where I need to be type. I'm gonna just get it out the mud, or if it ain't for me, I ain't gonna get it at all.
Yeah, but I mean, most women they mind change when a nigga they around a nigga who really got money, like engineers, and they don't really be having no money like that.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You want to sleep with him, then you find out you go over to his crib and the bed on the floor, and you got no trash can, and the two pair of shoes, the closet. Nah, man. And a lot of this out here is just the facade. It's just everybody wants to look like they have it, and then you be done found out it was all a lie. So no, I'm good on that. Money doesn't. I'm from Detroit. You flash too much money, you get robbed. You're lit. So I don't even want to be around nobody that's drawing too much attention like that, because it's like, yeah, you think you look hard, but it's really giving cheesy. It's really giving, I hope you got a gun on you along with all that money because you look like a lick.
Okay. Give me a memory that you in love with.
A memory I'm in love with. It was my first time going to LA. Everything, it was just great. It was just because I didn't really travel a lot, and when you used to just seeing the city that you're used to, when you see something different, like different people, different weather, different stores, different places, you hear different music. It was crazy. It was life changing. I'm just like, it's more than what I grew up with on the outside, and that's what really got me, taking life a little bit more serious. Because I'm just like, man, I'm in LA. The weather's good. It's opportunities everywhere. It's people everywhere. It's things to do. It's people grinding. I like that. Like I wanna be into that. So.
Well, they say LA is like it's real bad on colorism, and I remember this comedian said it was like two dark skinned girls waiting in line, and they couldn't get in the club, and he went to the security guard and asked him why, and he said, "Oh, you talking about them dark bitches?" So it's like real bad. So you don't feel like that'll kind of get in your way as far as like.
I mean, colorism is everywhere. I done dealt with it down here. I done dealt with it back home. It's everywhere. So I ain't even gonna be like, oh, in LA they colors. You gonna meet somebody that don't like a black person anywhere, don't like a darker skinned black person anywhere. As far as when I was in LA, I didn't deal with anything like that. I didn't go to like party or nothing like that. I was really just going just to sightsee. So it wasn't a lot of interactions with anything that had that go on. I was really just to myself. I was just in the city, just walking around and taking pictures and meeting folks. But what you said is real, and it is prominent, and it is everywhere. So I'm trying to, put on for the chocolate girls, and let folks know your skin tone does not make you more or less of a person. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, so tell me about the models mayhem situation. Like, how did you get that? And, like, how you enjoying it?
With that, man, that was crazy. So what happened was, one of my homeboys that I graduated from college with, he moved down here as well. He's a videographer. Shout out to Marcel. And I was at work, and he texted me like, "Hey, it's this fashion show audition. I know you're at work, but try to get here and bring some heels and just try your hand at it." So I was like, "All right, cool." Got out of work, ran to the store because I ain't had no heels in my car. Now I keep a pair of heels in my car because you never know. You always got to be ready. And went, grabbed me some heels, black leggings, black tank top, and I walked, and I could just see it in the judge's faces. They was like, "Yeah, that's that one right there." And I got in the fashion show. We had it back in July, and it was Polkor Couture. And after that, she was like, "This is gonna be on a reality show."
That's a brand or that's a person?
It's interchangeable. It's she's a designer, like she makes custom pieces, and that's the name of her brand is Polkor. And then the name of the fashion show. And she's like, got this paperwork, got this contract. We got a reality show coming up. Either you in or you out. And with the show, it's really cool because it's basically showing our lives. Like, yeah, we model, but we have lives outside of that. We have goals that we're trying to reach, and everything isn't always glitz and glamour and high end. You go through some things because we're all human at the end of the day. So it's coming up soon. We shooting for it. We're taking pictures and getting everything together. So hopefully we get picked up and
So it's like a pilot, you saying? It's like pilot waiting to get shot. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the biggest thing guys usually complain about you?
Too aggressive. Well, the guys down here, the guys down south say I'm too aggressive, but I think it's just the up north thing. Up north folk, we just we're a little bit more cutthroat, straight to the point. Down here is more of a southern hospitality, real nice, real easy going. But no, up north they gonna check you at the door. So I think guys aren't used to. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm aggressive.
I mean, what do you do that you think that's aggressive?
The way I talk, I'm just like, sit your ass down. Like, boy, you sound stupid as fuck. And they'll be like, "Oh, dang, you so mean." And it's just like, no, like this is just how we talk. Like in Detroit, you hear a conversation and be like, "Are they about to fight whole time? They homies." Like it's just how we talk. And guys aren't. I don't know. I guess they used to yes sir, yes ma'am type of girl. That ain't me.
Let me put you up on game. I'm like, men don't. It's like you really have to talk to men a certain way. That shut up and sit the fuck down. Like that'll make a man hit you.
This
so
is now you gotta die.
Huh?
Now you gotta die. Because no, we ain't do. I'm not saying like, oh, we out in public. I'm like, sit your stupid ass. No, but I'm saying like if he
even in joking,
crack a joke, I'm like, boy, shut up, boy, nigga, please, you sound a fool.
Now that's straight, nigga, please, you know what I'm saying?
But still,
it's shut up and sit the fuck down.
I can see if I was like, you stupid ass, hoe ass, ain't shit ass nigga, sit the fuck down. Now that okay. Yeah. But guys just be mad. It's just soft. Up north, they ain't. I guess we just used to that. So up there, they be like, they'll give it to you right back, and that's just how it is. So they be like, oh, you a little aggressive, but it's just cause I'm not saying it's cause of anything, but guys, they gonna try you. They gonna test that boundary to see how much they can get away with. And with me, I'm gonna nip that in the bud from.
Give me an example.
From jump.
That's all.
So it'll be yeah, let's go meet here, hang out. All right, boom, we there, we hanging out, and then he'll say some low key, yeah, and then bitches, and no, cause my bitch got it, and I'm not going for that. I'm your bitch. That's what you call girls. That's what you call your significant other. They your bitch. Oh, okay. Well, I don't go for that. You're not about to call me no bitch. I won't call you one. You don't call me one. Let's just nip that in the bud right there. I don't take girls on dates, so girls take me on dates. Okay, well, let me let you know right now. Let me stop you at the door. That's most definitely not what's gonna happen. So
kind of niggas you meet? I ain't never heard no niggas say that.
Man, it's been some fools down here. They want to be wined, dined, and doors open for them, and you pay for them, and you drive. I didn't. Yeah.
Was he pretty or something?
Might as well had to be, but no, I was just like, oh.
He sound like he pretty or something.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Like you? That's weird.
If a guy pretty, he used to that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see. I don't know what homegirl he was messing with before, but I'm like, I ain't her, and I'm gonna let you know that right now. I get the whole mutual thing, but just you ask to go out and you don't have like your credit card on you, and usually they be lying. Oh, I only got $100 bill. They ain't got no change for $100. Can you pay for it? And I'm like, all right, I got you. And then you never hear nothing from them again. Like, hold up, sir. Did you just play me? It's been some crazy stuff. I ain't even gonna go into it, but it's been some
straight goofies.
Goofy. I'm just like, dude. I hit him up the next day, like, so you asked me on a date. I ended up paying for you. I mean, he ended up sending me the money back, but still, it's just the whole principle of the thing. It's like you tried it. You really tried to see, like, if I don't say nothing, you know, I ain't got let me nip that in the bud right now. So.
Okay. So, what you feel is the most valuable thing that was taken from you?
Most valuable thing that was taken from me? I don't think I have. Valuable. I got valuable people that were taken from me, but you know, there's nothing you can do about that. But as far as materialistic wise, nothing at all. Ain't nothing. Oh, they done snatched they done stole my. I mean, time, of course, because you can't get your time back, but ain't no point in crying over spilled milk.
Okay, so what's your biggest regret?
What is my biggest regret? I try to live without regrets, because then you start getting resentful and saying, oh, if I would never did this. And it's like, it happened, man. It's over. Just let it go and grow and go from there. I would say something I used to regret when I was younger. I used to stay out in Atlanta when I was in middle school, and we moved back to Detroit, and the school I went to at that time I hated. Not even back to Detroit. We weren't even in Detroit. We was downriver. I freaking hated it there. So I just was like, dang, I should have talked to my parents into letting me stay down there one more year and then start high school back in Michigan. But that's not nothing major, you know, ain't no life changes. So I'm just like.
Okay, so about the being uncomfortable around people, like, what would you tell a female to do when she start feeling like this dude on some sexual type predator shit? Like, what should she do? You
gotta play your role to get up out of there. You have to, and it's so messed up that it has to be like that, but you really got to play that role and make it seem like, oh yeah, everything all cool. As soon as you get that opportunity to go. Don't second guess. Don't let me get up out of there, because people are crazy. Dudes are crazy. Women are crazy. It's just a lot of wild stuff going on. So if you ever in a predicament, because your gut is going to tell you, your spirit's going to tell you this ain't right. As soon as you get that, note it. As soon as you play a role, as soon as you find that opening or get a phone call, so I got to go and get the fuck on. Leave. Expeditiously.
Okay. So I guess tell me about your latest projects and how people can buy your merch and stream your music and all that.
So I dropped a song called Hypnotize. It's on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, maybe MySpace, I don't know. But that was really like my first time putting something out just to see how people will receive it, and it's been received very well. So I'm planning on dropping an EP very, very soon and getting in the studio, because I got a lot of songs, so I'm just ready to just put them all out there. I was scared to, because with your art, you just like self-conscious. Like, oh, this is my baby. I don't know how people gonna receive it, but you never know until you go. So I'm about to drop some new stuff and just put it out there probably this month.
Okay, give me your IG, and like, if you got a website, give me that.
Gotcha. I got my IG is Detroit Dope, DetroitDope. My Twitter is the same. My TikTok is the same. My Snapchat is the same, even though I'm never on there. On streaming, you can find me under Kali G, KALIG, little dot. Yeah, that's about it. I don't have. I'm just not getting started, so I don't have like the website or the T-shirts yet, but it's coming soon.
Okay, I enjoyed this energy you got. So I guess we're gonna see y'all in a minute, man.
Wrap it on up. You heard?